Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning, dear students. Today we are going to do the second part of the story. Name of the lesson is The Thief's Story, written by Ruskin Bond. So, children, we have seen that a young boy who's a thief, whose name is Hari Singh, he made friends with Anil, who's 25-year young man. Okay, and Hari Singh is a thief. So he decided to rob Anil. So he tried making friends with him, and he was successful in staying with Anil. He was sleeping in his balcony and he was preparing tea for Anil. He was buying groceries for Anil, and out of the balance money, he used to take 1 rupee every day. He said that Anil knew about this 1 rupee, but he did not mind. Once, one of his book had been published, and he brought a bundle of notes and he put it under his mattress. So when Anil kept it under his mattress and went for sleeping, Hari Singh thought that he should better steal that money, or else he would just spend it or waste it over his friends. He also thought that although he is not paying him for his job, so he has full right to rob the money, to steal the money. Okay, so let us read from where we left here. Okay, so Anil was asleep. A beam of moonlight stepped Anil was asleep. A beam of moonlight stepped over the balcony and fell on the bed. I sat upon the floor considering the situation. I took the money. I could catch the 10:30 express to Lucknow. Slipping out of the blanket, I crept up to the bed. Anil was sleeping peacefully. His face was clear and unlined, and even I had more marks on my face, though mine were mostly scars. So Hari started his work when Anil was sleeping, and there was a little bit light over Anil's bed because of the moonlight that was coming in from the window. Hari sat on the floor and planned that if he took the money, he could catch the train to Lucknow, which could leave the city by 10:30 p.m. Now Hari then crawled towards the bed and slipped his hand towards the mattress, and he looked at Anil, who was sleeping very peacefully without a single line on his face, and Hari's face had so many scars on it. He realized that although he was much younger than Anil, he had such a bad appearance due to his wrong thinking. On the other hand, Anil was carefree and thought good for others, because of which he had such a nice face. Hari then, see here. My hand slid under the mattress searching for the notes. When I found them, I drew them out without a sound. Anil sighed in his sleep and turned on his side towards me. I was startled and quickly crawled out of the room. When I was on the road, I began to run. I had the notes at my waist, held there by the string of my pajamas. I slowed down to a walk and counted the notes, 600 rupees in 50s. I could live like an oil rich Arab for a week or two. So here, uh, Anil just Hari then took the notes without making any sound, and Anil took a breathe in his sleep and turned his side. He was directly facing Hari, which scared him. Uh, and Hari quickly left the room. As soon as Hari left the room and was on the road, he started running and had kept the notes in his pajamas. He had tied it with the string of pajamas. Then, after a while, Hari slowed down and counted the notes. He had 12 notes of 50 rupees, each of which made it 600 rupees. Then Hari thought to himself that with this money he could live a luxurious life like an Arabian sheikh for at least 1 or 2 weeks. When I reached the station, I did not stop at the ticket office. I had never bought a ticket in my life, but dashed straight to the platform. The Lucknow Express was just moving out. The train had still to pick up speed, and I should have been able to jump into one of the carriages, but I hesitated. For some reason I can't explain, and I lost the chance to get away. So when Hari reached the station, what has happened, children? He straight away went to the platform without buying a ticket, as he had never bought a ticket in his life. He had always traveled without a ticket. When he reached the platform, the Lucknow Express in which he had to go was just leaving the platform. Now the train was still slow, so he could have easily jumped and got on one of the carriages, but he did not do so. There was a bit of hesitation in him. Now, even he didn't understand why he had that hesitation inside him, and because of that, he could not board the train, and the train left. Okay, so here, when the train had gone, I found myself standing alone on the deserted platform. I had no idea where to spend the night. I had no friends, believing that friends were more trouble than help. And I did not want to make anyone curious by staying at one of the small hotels near the station. The only person I knew really well was the man I had robbed. Leaving the station, I walked slowly through the bazaar. Okay, so Hari found himself all alone on the empty platform now because the train had already gone. Hari did not know where would he spend the night. He did not have any friends whom he could go to, as he used to think that friends were more of trouble than being helpful. He did not even want to stay at any of these small hotels, as that would attract attention of the police. So he knew only one person very well, and he had robbed him as well. Who was he? He was Anil. So as Hari was walking through the bazaar, after leaving station, he was thinking of his observations as thief. I found myself, sorry, here, in my short career as a thief, I made a study of men's faces when they had lost their goods. The greedy man showed fear, the rich man showed anger, the poor man showed acceptance. But I knew that Anil's face, when he discovered the theft, would show only a touch of sadness, not for the loss of money, but for the loss of trust. I found myself in the Maidan and sat down on a bench. The night was chilly. Chilly means very cold. It was early November, and a light drizzle added to my discomfort. Soon it was raining quite heavily. My shirt and pajamas stuck to my skin, and a cold wind blew the rain across my face. I went back to the bazaar and sat down in the shelter of the clock tower. The clock showed midnight. I felt for the notes. They were damp from the rain. So, children, here he says that he is actually thinking of his observation as a thief in a short career span. How many years? 15 years he was. So maybe around when he was 5 years old, he must have started robbing, as he was an orphan, right? There was nobody to take care of him. So around the 10 years of career span, he had realized that although everybody from rich to poor shows different reactions to losing their goods, but Anil would only be a little sad. That too would not be because he lost his money, but because he has lost trust that he had on Hari. He would be sad that he trusted someone so much and the person had betrayed him. Okay, now he was walking when he reached a park. He sat on a bench. As it was the month of November, the night was a bit cold, and then the drizzle, beta drizzle का मतलब होता है हल्की हल्की बारिश होना. So the drizzle added to the discomfort that Hari was going through. It started raining quite heavily, and Hari's shirt and pajamas stuck to his body. क्यों? उस स्टक का मतलब, स्टक इज द पास्ट टेंस ऑफ स्टिक. स्टिक का मतलब चिपक जाना. उसके कपड़े, उसके शर्ट और पैजामाज उसकी स्किन से क्यों चिपक गए? बिकॉज दे वर ऑल वेट. पहले हल्की हल्की बारिश हुई, फिर बहुत तेज़ बारिश होने लगी, जिसके कारण उसके कपड़े उसके स्किन से चिपक गए. कोल्ड विंड वॉज ब्लोइंग अक्रॉस हरीज face. Now, uh, he went back to the bazaar and sat on the shelter of the clock tower. The clock showed midnight. इसका मतलब है रात के 12 बज चुके थे. I felt for the notes. They were damp from the rain. Okay. Uh, so damp means wet. So Hari checked the notes and they were all wet. So let us read so that I can explain you further. Anil's money in the morning, he would probably have given me 2 or 3 rupees to go to the cinema. But now I had it all. I couldn't cook his meals, run to the bazaar, or learn to write whole sentences anymore. I had forgotten about them in the excitement of the theft. Whole sentences I knew could one day bring me more than a few hundred rupees. It was a simple matter to steal, and sometimes just as simple to be caught. But to be a really big man, a clever and respected man, was something else. I should go back to Anil, I told myself, if only to learn to read and write. I hurried back to the room, feeling very nervous, for it is much easier to steal something than to return it undetected. I opened the door quietly, then stood in the doorway in clouded moonlight. Anil was still asleep. I crept to the head of the bed and my hand came up with the notes. I felt his breath on my hand. I remained still for a minute. Then my hand found the edge of the mattress and slipped under it with the notes. So बेटा यहाँ पे क्या देखा हमने that रात के 12 बज चुके थे. Now Hari checked the notes. They were also wet. Then again Hari started thinking that it was Anil's money, and if he had not stolen it, Anil would have surely given him 2-3 rupees to go for a movie. But now as he had stolen it, he had it all. अब तो उसके पास पूरे 600 रुपये थे. बेटा वो फिर भी खुश नहीं था. वो ये सोच रहा था कि कल सुबह अगर मैंने चुराए ना होते ये पैसे तो कल सुबह मुझे 2-3 रुपये मिलते जिससे मैं बहुत मज़े से मूवी देखता. तो सी नाउ 2-3 rupees आर मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट दैन 600 rupees. Now he realized this. Now he won't be able to make tea or do groceries for Anil anymore, nor would he be able to learn to write whole sentences ever. He had not realized that he would be losing all these in the excitement of stealing the money. He knew that if he could learn to read and write, children, he could earn much more money than these few hundred rupees. And that too, he must have earned it very honestly. He knew that it was very easy to steal something, but sometimes it was that easy to get caught as well. He knew that if he learned to read and write, he could surely become a big and respected man one day. Then Hari told to himself that he should go back if he wanted to learn to read and write, and also if he wanted to be a big man one day. Okay, so Hari went back to Anil's room now and was very nervous because he knew that it was much more difficult to return the stolen money. Okay, so yes, and that too without being caught, then actually stealing it. Hari went to the hallway and stood there as the moonlight was still falling over the bed. अनिल वॉज स्टिल अस्लीप, वो अभी भी सो रहा था. और हरी सिंह वेंट नियर द हेड ऑफ द बेड एंड टुक आउट द नोट्स वेरी क्वाइटली. एज ही वॉज गोइंग नियर द मेट्रेस हिज हैंड कुड फील अनिल्स ब्रीद ऑन हिज हैंड. हरी बिकेम स्टिल फॉर अ मोमेंट. वो एकदम जम गया, वो रुक गया वहीं पे. फाउंड द एज ऑफ द मेट्रेस एंड फाइनली स्लिप द नोट्स अंडर इट. उसने उन पैसों को अंदर रख दिया. एंड देन ही वेंट फॉर स्लीपिंग. द नेक्स्ट मॉर्निंग I woke late next morning to find that Anil had already made the tea. He stretched out his hand towards me. There was a 50 rupee note between his fingers. My heart sank. I thought I had been discovered. I made some money yesterday, he explained. Now you'll be paid regularly. My spirits rose. But when I took the note, I saw it was still wet from the night's rain. Today we'll start writing sentences, he said. He knew, but neither his lips nor his eyes showed anything. I smiled at Anil in my most appealing way, and the smile came by itself without any effort. So, children, this time, then suddenly, what has happened? when he went for sleeping, next morning Hari woke up a little late and Anil had already made tea. Okay, so when Anil had already made the tea, by then Anil extended his hand towards Hari Singh and had a 50 rupee note in his hand. Hari thought he had been caught. Hari को ऐसा लगा वो पकड़ा गया है. He had been discovered. Now then suddenly Anil explained that he had made some money the day before, so he was giving him 50 rupees. He also said that he would be paying Hari regularly now onwards. Hari was really happy children now. But when he took the note in his hand, he saw that it was still wet from the last night's rain. He also told Hari that that day he would teach him how to write complete sentences. Hari realized that Anil had come to know that he had stolen money and kept it back. But the great thing that has happened was that he did not let it show on his face or his words. Hari again smiled at Anil in his most appealing way, and Anil's smile also came to his face without any effort. So, I hope you must have enjoyed the story, children. This is a really fabulous story. Read it when you get free time and try to learn some morals from this lesson. If you are confused somewhere, please let me know in the comment section below. Take care of your health and keep studying.